You're going to like the way I approach you now? Don't ever disrespect me like that ever in your life. When somebody's putting their fucking groceries on the belt, you have more respect. You wait for them to put all their groceries on there, then you put the fucking divider, all right? Because the next time there's going to be a problem like this, the approach is going to be very different, my friend.
Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now. While the angels fly over my headstone.
We are back with another episode of the God's Hour podcast with your boy Big Cerbavelli, back in the place to be, La Merca Superior, Palace 81 Studios. We are live in effect, live and direct. It's your boy, Mr. Nine Times. Yeah, man. Today's mathematics, December 12th, 2024, is knowledge and wisdom, all being born to understanding. Use the knowledge you have attained to better be wise and understand the world around you. Never try to understand, never underestimate either, but never try to understand what you can't gain wisdom from. Peace. Yeah, man. Today was wicked, man. You know, got everything done yesterday. On a Wednesday, my dad, shout out to my pops. Can we shout out just real quick all the great fathers out there that try to be in their sons' lives and just be doing a kick-ass of a job, right? I love my pops to death. My dad gets home from work, and we got to get the brakes done on the car. So what does my dad do? Pulls out all his fucking tools, and he's teaching me how to do the front brakes. And I did my best because my dad already knows this. I hate cars. I mean, not cars, but I hate working on cars. I don't like doing physical labor. And my dad, he's like trying to teach me. We were in the garage from like 3 to 10 p.m., bro. Like really like some of the most labor inducing shits I've ever done, because we did the front and the backs. So we did the front brakes on the car. Fire. It took forever. We were done with them shits at like 6:37, and then my dad was in the garage, and then we took a break, ate, and my dad did. I did kind of like he did like one side of the wheel of the front wheels, and then of the front, like the left side of like one wheel, and I did like the other side of the wheels. Fucking, I'd honestly, bro, I'd rather pay, even though it'd be like all around, it'd probably be like a $1,300 job. I think I'd rather do that just to, number one, save my dad the labor, and number two, just like, I don't know shit about cars. I don't know how to fix cars. I've never done this. My dad has like over 20 years of mechanical experience underneath his belt. I'm not going to do that. You know, I have no passion for it. I'm not going to become a mechanic, even though they make way more money than, you know, what we do at our jobs and shit. But I'm not going to do it. And I'd rather pay somebody to do it. So shout out to Pops. He's awesome. And I'm gonna shoot him a text, because the car is running feed, man. You know, the brakes were all worn out on all sides. The front and back bitches were screeching. So shout out to my pops. And I can't believe I'm working for, like, I'm not gonna say where I work just to like keep me safe. But you know, I'm a designated what do they call it? Emergency disaster worker or whatever. So basically, I'm not gonna run out of a job to do. I'm basically always gonna be in business, and that's both a privilege and an honor, because when shit hits the fan, they're gonna need us. So I will gladly put my life on the line to help out others. I really will. I don't care. That's, I feel like, what God put me on this earth for. I really feel like God blessed me with the gift and just the wisdom, and just like my whole character is built around being service to people. You know, I love people to death. Not all of them, but a lot of people. And I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna carry out God's work however I see fit, whether it be dropping knowledge or helping somebody physically, mentally, spiritually, whatever it is. I'm gonna give back to people because that's just me. My GI, my name is literally the supplanter in like Hebrew or some shit like that. And I'm not even a Muslim, or maybe that's fucking fucked up, or maybe I'm just thinking of the wrong shits. But that's just what it is. I feel like I'm here to do things and not fuck around. So I can't believe I'm working here, and I think it's awesome. I'm going to try to get out of the negative shit out of the way first. Prayers up for Rikishi if he's still recovering from his illness. He was going on a tour or something of that nature, and then he just like was like, like, or maybe I shouldn't say like that, but he got sick. So prayers up for Rikishi. I hope I just giving out all the prayers and peace and positive vibes and energy towards that good man right there, because he fucking he was very entertaining as a child, and these wrestlers put their lives and their bodies on the line for our entertainment, you know. So prayers up for Rikishi. I hope everything works out with the homie. What else? So today earlier, I'm shopping, I'm getting my groceries. As I'm putting the food on the belt or whatever, you know, the belt, you know, where it goes and fucking they can start scanning. This asshole behind me, he puts the divider, like that divides the groceries, when I'm not done. And he puts like his little shit. He bought like sushi and let's just say a soda, right? And I look at him and I go, I'm not done putting food on the belt. And he goes, what? I said, bro, I'm not done putting my groceries on the belt. That's a little disrespectful. He goes, I don't see a problem with it. And I go, yeah, bro, that's very obvious. And I was like, in my head, I was like, fuck this fool. Don't even engage with him and shit. And as I'm like just waiting there, and the lady's ringing me up, the lady was looking at me like, you know, like she's never seen an interaction like that. Like, oh my God, dude. Like, it's fucking, like, it's so silly, right? Like, she was just looking like, oh, you know. And as I'm getting like my shit rung up, he goes, yeah, you know, it's just your approach. Fuck you. You like that approach? Fuck you. Is that a better approach for you? I didn't say that to him. I wanted to. But this asshole, that's the thing about people. People will bitch at you. People will make it look like you're the bad guy because you punched him in the face. Shout out to Noriega. I got this from him. People will get mad at you for punching them in the face. No one talks about how they stepped on your sneakers. I made it very clear to this guy. That's disrespectful. And you gonna tell me fucking, what the fuck did I just say right now? You gonna tell me, I don't see it that way or whatever the fuck. You're basically telling me fuck you at that point. You know, oh, it's just your approach. How about I approach my dick in your mama's fucking mouth? As she's doming me down, I smack that ass and fucking pipe her all night. You like that approach? How about I knock you the fuck out in front of all these people watching? Is that a good enough approach? How about I choke you the fuck out, bitch smack you? Huh? Throw all this shit away. I can approach you many different ways. Pause. I didn't want to, when he said that, I was like, don't do it. In my head, don't do it. Don't fucking say nothing. Don't acknowledge him. Because he's one fucking word away from a bitch smack. So I literally helped the lady. She was like, would you like bags? Yes, I would like bags. Start bagging my shit up with her. And she had like this, like, I can't believe you just said that. Why? Why can't you believe I'm defending myself? It's a problem for me to stand up for myself? Are we that dumb fucks of a society? When someone stands up for themselves, oh my God, oh no, they're gonna fight. Oh, fuck that shit, bro. So as I'm leaving, I hear her say, "Oh, I'm sorry about that." And he goes, I didn't I like left so fast when I heard her say that, because I'm like, if I hear this dickhead say, "Yeah, you know, some people are assholes," I'm literally gonna grab the fucking whatever I had, the first grocery I could find in my car, and I'm fucking milking this fool, pausing his fucking shit. For anyone who doesn't know slang, I'm gonna grab something a fucking very like I could knock you the fuck out, and I'm gonna break your fucking face in half with that shit. People are on unbelievable levels of disrespectful, petty bullshit that they don't even know they're on. And I gotta check you. I'm sorry. I'm gonna check you. Because I know for a fact, I'm not the first person he's done that to. Because for you to have the balls and say, "Oh, I don't see it that way." "Oh, you gonna see it that way now, motherfucker. I see you again in that shit. It's on." I'm gonna come up to this for something. I see this form and be like, "Hey, you're gonna like the way I approach you now? Don't ever disrespect me like that ever in your life. When somebody's putting their fucking groceries on the belt, you have more respect. You wait for them to put all their groceries on there, then you put the fucking divider, all right? Because the next time there's gonna be a problem like this, the approach is gonna be very different, my friend. I'm just saying, bro. I don't want to get out of character like that. I already got out of character like that earlier when I was on the phone with Dub. Shout out to Dub. That's my dog for life right there. That's my boy. I love him to death. I just had to get like all this negative shit out, bro, because it's like people really test your intelligence, and I really feel like I have to be the one to say, like, you know what, sir? I don't know who you think you are, but you ain't that, bro. Like, I'm gonna humble your ass if you've never been humbled before. I'm gonna make it known. Sit down, be humble. I swear to fucking God. Actually, I don't. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say it like that, but just people are crazy, bro. Let me get some other negative shit out of the way. Artists keep biting me. You know, this shit right here, this is my idea, bro. This fucking this jacket, I don't know what you call it. It's like halfway is a Letterman jacket. It's a G'd up jacket. How about that? With the snakes and shit, it's Imperial for life, homie. Loaded max spit, homie. Lavish magic stick going up in your bitch's snatch, bitch. That's how we rocking it this way, bro. I see people, they copy my shit. I came out with this shit. People coming out with literally this colorway. The same pocket shit. Come on, bro. Suck dick, homie. We're not peers. The people, if you're copying my stilo and shit on whatever levels, the fashion shit, the music shit, whatever type shit, we're not peers. And I literally look down on you because you're looking up to me for these designs. I promise you one day I will not air anyone out. You don't even deserve time on my podcast with that fuckery. You know who you are. You know where you're getting the sauce from. We don't have to name names. You know who you are. Stop copying me, bro. Because once the angels get called, it's fucking what's understood don't need to be explained. All right? What else? Because I have positive energy, negative energy to go out. Go out. All right, so 45 degrees been out for like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks now. I had to get it out. Just like I'm getting this negative energy out, I'm talking about suicidal thoughts, very dark things I haven't talked about, I haven't put out there because I was afraid of what people are gonna think about. But I was on the phone with Dub and I was like, people need this. I was listening to 344 and just a bunch of songs on that album, and it's like, people need this. People need to know that it's okay to have these thoughts and these feelings, because it's heavy, bro. It's really like my life on my day-to-day, very seldom do I have a good day, and I'm not bullshitting. I'm not trying to sugarcoat shit right now. I'm being so 100% real with everybody right now. I do not have good days like that. This is a good moment, yeah. But earlier I had meno anxiety and yada, yada, yada. So the whole bullshit with the fat fucking maggot over there. And I don't want to have days like that, bro. But right now I feel really good. You know what I mean? So what the fuck was I talking about? 45 degrees. I love it. It's a banging album. I want to put it out on all streams right now. I just went Christmas shopping and I just bought a whole bunch of shit I didn't need for myself because I'm up and, you know, I feel like I deserve the world. I at least want to give myself the world if I'm not going to give anybody else. But all this good energy is for me right now. Fuck everybody else. Shout out to all my day. All they might be day twos, but you know what? A day late is a better day never. You know what I mean? Shout out to the homies NC, Looney, JBL, especially Santi, Dub, Prospect. Like those are my guys right there. I'll call them up. We'll have a 3-hour conversation easily. You know what I mean? Those are my dogs right there. I hope I'm not forgetting nobody. Shout out my pop. I love them all to death, bro. Especially my pop. He's helped me out in so many situations. But yeah, man, 45 Degrees. Please listen to it. Please listen to it and listen to it and listen to it. And I don't want anybody thinking I'm just talking some depressing shit. Like really get some good, so get something good out of it. If you don't like it, fine, just turn it off. I'd rather you not listen to it and not get shit out of it than listen to listen to it and pretend like you got it. Because I'm talking about serious shit I've never talked about, like Nightmares. Nightmares is like the perfect like title track cut of that album. Like I just that was a hard one, making that one. I made that song literally right before like my future was in the balance. Like I was gonna get fired that day because of these assholes that set me up, you know. So yeah, fucking crazy, bro. I think that's crazy as fuck. That album's awesome. It's hard. I can't even really listen to it. I listen to songs here and there from that album. But it's going to be on streaming platforms. I just need to get that shit soon. I've been Christmas shopping and shout out to everybody. My boy Zika Biz, you know, just been trying to get some beats and some shit going, Christmas presents and the whole shit. Really, I've been shopping for myself. Is what it is. But I got shit from my barber. Shout out to Carlos. Look at this shit right here. This shit's fire. Like, can you see that shit? Look at Fabio, baby. Look at Fabio. See that shit? Fire. Yeah, so yeah, man, just 45 Degrees. I talked about a lot of dark shit, and I want everyone to know that it's okay. It's okay to feel depressed. It's okay to have bad days. I have a lot of them. A lot more than I would like to admit. I deal with anxiety every day. I don't want to think about my homies that's died, that's no longer here now. You know, I really don't. It's sad that I don't want to think about them, but I love them forever. They're always going to be with me. And I forgot to get my offering, so for all my angels up watching over me, that's my word. Tomorrow, when I go to the store, I'm going to get some more offerings and fucking, we're going to do it. We're going to do it good, man. I saw a crazy accident on the fucking freeway. This guy, he was just being reckless driving. You know, he was dipping and dodging. He went in front of me, leapfrog, hopscotch me, pause, and then fucking all the cars stopped. And I was like, no way, something just happened. I see a car flipped over, wheels still spinning. It just happened, an accident. It was like a truck SUV, and the passenger, the driver's side was all smashed in. I said, whoever was driving is fucking gone. There's no way. The door opens, a girl comes out. I thought she was gonna start spitting blood like crazy, but she looked fine. She probably got some bruises or broken bones, but if you can get out of the car that fast, that means she was pretty all right. I'm not a fucking doctor, but if she was fucked up, that would have been it. That would have been grata passata for her. Yeah, but people were stopping, and I saw people come out. You know, they're gonna call 911. I'm like, I gotta go to work. You know, I couldn't believe when I seen that shit. I was like, I gotta go to work. I don't even want to deal with this. So as I'm going about a quarter mile up, I see that dude who was driving recklessly get out of his car and start looking back at what happened. Yeah, Dick, you didn't even bother to stop. You fucking were flying and fucking either one, like hit and ran that shit, or number two, just were going so fast. By the time you looked in your rear view mirror, the accident had already happened and you were already a quarter mile up. That's how he was easily going 100. He didn't need to be going that fast. You like the traffic I was already going like 80 fucking like 80 something. You know, you don't need to go nowhere that bad unless, you know, whatever, you're being chased or something, right? Life ain't a game, bro. Like, hopefully that guy didn't run. Something tells me he probably ran, but I'm gonna look at I should have looked it up, the accident, but like there's no reason to be doing reckless shit like that, bro. It's just uncalled for. Like, why? That shit just spooked the shit out of me, bro. I was really like, fuck, dude. Hopefully, like, you know, I'm praying that everything was fine, bro, because that was bullshit. She probably was going into the lane and seeing him, like, they probably almost smacked into each other, and she did some shit, lost control, and the car flipped over easy. Fuck that fool, though. That's just crazy. Life like that, boom. In a blink of an eye, your life could change. So just be aware of that and be grateful that you're not an asshole like that, to where it's just like something could happen and you do that to other people. Like, God forbid you put yourself in harm's way, but even more so, don't put anyone else's lives in jeopardy. Don't go drinking and driving, reckless speeding. And I'm not trying to be Johnny B fucking preacher or whatever. Like, I've been in those situations. Take it from experience. A smart man learns from his mistakes, but a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. Shout out to Divine, Wu-Tang Clan. I got that from him. I got a lot to talk about, but I want to make this a half-hour episode because I'm just testing the waters out. I got a new laptop, so we're going to see how this goes. I want to talk about a few more things. Let's talk about some positive shit. Hype beasts versus real beasts. I feel like hype beasts are people that they're just gonna buy what's popping. Like, oh, if everybody's rocking Air Forces, they're gonna buy Air Forces. If everybody's gonna be rocking those stupid boots, remember those giant red fucking boots that were hot? So stupid, bro. Like, a real beast will tell you, fuck them Air Forces. It's about to defy all days, bro. I was trying to look for... I kept saying Air Monarchs were the shit. It's the defy all days for me. And hopefully they don't hike the price up because I just said that. But those are the most comfortable shoes. I'll say defy all day, Air Monarchs. Yeah, I don't consider Crocs sneakers. Crocs don't have sneakers. They got like sandals and hippy-dippy type tree-hugging shits that they rock on their feet. But, you know... I don't consider them sneakers, so when it comes to the most comfortable shoes, I'll say Defy All Days, Air Monarchs, and it kind of drops off. There's no real shoes I feel like after that are really comfortable, you know. Maybe I'll come back to that. Maybe I'll make up a list. I'll like go through my shoes, but you know, it's just them two. They give like a lot of cushion on your feet and they're fire. That's a real beast to me. When you could say, you know, it ain't about the exclusive. You know, I bought the Wu-Tang Dunks. Those are, I don't know if they're exclusives. I would like to say they're exclusives because they're not a general release in that you could go into a store and buy them. You know. Actually, I think they are a GR. I think they are general releases. Yeah, even though I've never seen them in a store. But I know in the East Coast, you could get them in a store. So I guess in that sense, they are GRs. But I'm not going to wear them. They're like prized possessions to me. They're like gifts. I'm not going to wear a fucking gift. I want to buy another pair and rock them around. But who knows when that's going to happen. I think Fat Joe got the best sneaker collection. His shit is just buttery. Like, especially for like my taste, I like Fat Joe's collection. Mayer has a lot of Jordans and Air Forces. Whereas Fat Joe, I feel like he has similar things, but I feel like just the colorways he has, I think just colorways alone, I think, and from what I've seen, Fat Joe got a better collection than Mare. I think Fat Joe has the best sneaker collection. People shit on him for like X, Y, and Z, but we're not talking about the extra shit. We're just talking strictly sneakers. I think Fat Joe is a great rapper. He's a great artist. He's a great businessman. His sneaker collection, best I've ever seen. Just from seeing him on YouTube and showing his collection. So I think 2Js or J2s or whatever his name is, that fool got a sick channel that I've seen. Hopefully my collection won't be that big, but I will want a big collection and at least 1,000 sneakers. Just at least 1,000. Just no more than that. Just 1,000 of some really sick sneakers. You know, that's so crazy. It's like if you have 1,000 sneakers and they're even $100 each, that's $100,000 sneaker collection. If you have $1,000 sneakers and they're $100 each, what is that? 100,000, right? If you have 1,000 sneakers and each of them cost $10, that's 10,000. That's so fucking crazy. So crazy. Most of the shoes I buy are like $50 though. I like doing that. I don't like buying expensive ass sneakers. I'm telling you, man, the Woo Dunks are gonna be the last sneakers I ever buy at that price. If they're not around retail, I'll buy sneakers if they're like no more like. For them to be 100 over retail, they have to be. I'd really, really, really want them, and that'll be like another one-time thing. They're $50 over. Within that $50 retail, high or low, I'll cop them shits if they're that fly. But really, I'll buy like shoes around like $50. You know what I mean? I'm all about comfort. I'm all about comfortable, affordable fly, man. That's just my get down. You don't need to have all this exclusive type shit. It's just unnecessary. There's no reason for you to buy sneakers like the Legend Blue Jordan 11s are coming out. Those are so sick. They're like $200 right now on my size, or like around 2 something. They're like basically retail right now. By the time they drop, they're gonna skyrocket, but that's fine. If they're above retail like that, I'm gonna want those too at some point. But if they're not, if they're way above, I'm not gonna buy them. You know. But shout out to Fat Joe. Don Cartagena is like one of my favorite albums from him. I haven't heard a full album from him besides that. But my top 5 wishlist sneakers are the Eminem Jordan 4s, the sexy blue colored ones, the New Balance 998 Patriots that Makami wore on the Dumb God Hami edition, New Balance 997S, the great white ones, Mr. Cartoon Dunks, and the snakeskin Jordan 4s. Those are the sexiest pair of Jordan 4s I've ever seen. I love snakeskin. I love cheetah print. I love anything with like flare, crocodile, you know, leopard, gaiman. Like I just love animals and just like certain fly shit with that. You know what I mean? Let me see. One more thing before we get out of here, man. I have a 5-year plan, right? I made one for 2024, and I basically it was all pertaining to FedEx. Like for FedEx, actually no, the first year is always easy. The way I do my 5 plans is like I have like something easy for the first year, more challenging for the third, and then 5 I try to do like a Hail Mary, like, you know, this is something within 5 years I want to work really hard for, so by the time we get to year 5 we're fucking on point, you know what I mean? The first year I wanted to launch Imperial. By the 3rd year I wanted to be a lead, and by the 5th year I wanted to be a manager. And that was totally doable because I was in the manager program for FedEx. They didn't want to give it to me. The company's in limbo right now. I jumped ship. I'm with a new, way better fucking company. So I have a 5-year plan right now, and I don't want to give it away. But I have a 5-year plan. Every year, before it was 135. Now I'm doing it year by year. So I think I'm on track to do something very tight and do something really sick. Yeah. Thank God. I just want to thank God. Actually, you know what? I think we could talk about everything in this episode. I don't want to do another part 2 or anything like that. Going back to the shoes, man. Going back to hype beasts and real beasts. I'ma rock what I like. Fuck a reseller. You know? I don't give a fuck about buying expensive shoes. You know, if you think like general releases are whack, I think you're whack. You know, it's more for me to rock general releases at affordable clearance prices than fucking rocking dopey ass shoes. You know, I'd rather be solidified and confident in the shoes I rock than be like all these other fucking I'm wearing the shoes that cost, you know, my whole check. Like, that's stupid. That, like, why would you spend your whole check on shoes? That's fucking dumb. Like Mayer said, like, shoes are only worth what your dumb ass is willing to pay for them. And I'm not willing to pay for that. I'm not willing to pay like $5 for shoes. You got me fucked up. I don't give a fuck. Ben and Jerry's. I don't give a fuck if Ben and Jerry's make shoes. Who gives a fuck? I love their ice cream. Shout out to them. We need an ad sponsorship. I love Cookie Dough. The Tonight Show. Jimmy Fallon made some great ice cream. Guess what? You ain't gonna see me rocking them shits. Fuck no, I ain't gonna buy $5,000 worth of shoes. You're crazy. Rod Wave looks so funny with me with the Ben and Jerry dunks he had on his episode of Sneaker Shopping. He looked like he had ice cream on his mind. And that's like no disrespect to Rod Wave, but it's just like you look ridiculous with them shits on, bro. And the thing with dudes wearing sneakers with like the laces off, like if their feet are so big they can't tie them shits, it's like, bruh, why do people do that? That shit is so tacky to me. That shit is so corny to me. Yeah, but no disrespect to Rod Wave. He makes really good music. He just looks ridiculous. And I feel like that's just what it is. When you're a hype beast and you're just like, oh, you want to be one of those, oh, he's rocking one of those shoes, bro. Damn, that's crazy. You want people to whisper? Like, that's bullshit, bro. People are going to look at me like, damn, this fool's fly as fuck. And they don't even know what I got on. Imperial for life, bitch. Is it racist if I say the guy who helped me was black? That was really random. So I was buying sneakers at the store, and the homie is a good brother. Shout out to him. He helped me. He was really busting his ass for the commission. Pause. And when the lady rung me up, she was like, oh, who helped you? And I was like, she's a morena, he's a moreno. So I was like, oh, fuck, do I say he was black? And I was like, the guy with the dreads? She was like, oh, I know who you're talking about. That was the most polite way I could say, you know, the moreno. Is that racist? I don't know. Forgive me for everybody out there. I don't mean to be disrespectful, racist, sexist, that's whatever the is out there. I'm just talking my shit. I don't want anybody coming on here thinking like I'm trying to be disrespectful. I'm really not. What else? What do we got? Lil Wayne. Kendrick did not diss you on that shit, bro. All Kendrick said was, you know, I let Lil Wayne down. Whether that was tongue-in-cheek or not, Wayne, I don't think you're on Kendrick's level. I think you're way past your prime. No disrespect. Wayne, you were running the shit in the early to a little past the 2010s. You had a good 10-year run, Wayne. It's over now. And I know you try to come out and say, don't wake up the beast. If there's anyone who's not scared of you, it's Kendrick Lamar. Ask Drake. Drake did some bullshit with trying to sue Kendrick Lamar. He lost the battle. Why are you doing that, bro? We already talked about this. Lil Wayne, I love your music. You're pretty, I think you're a pretty cool cat. I never met you, but I don't think Kendrick was disrespecting you, bro. And you don't want it with Kendrick. I might be Kendrick's representative at this point. I love his music so much. But Lil Wayne is out here like, tweeting some bullshit. Yo, Kendrick did not waste no time tweeting, bro. He didn't come out and fucking half-ass shit. He came out and said anybody that want it gon' get it, bro. Anybody. They're saying he dissed Snoop Dogg. I don't think he dissed Snoop Dogg. But Snoop can get it too. Pause. It's just, it is what it is, bro. This is rap. So either you're going to rap about it or you're not. I don't know what to tell you. I like chicks with tattoos until they get pentagrams or no weird shit like that. I think girls with, especially the tattoos between the titties, oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Women with tattoos are sexy to me. I didn't get it. When I was younger, I was like, why do girls with tattoos, that's just, I don't like it. I think about it now. I looked at the same way of chicks smoking cigarettes then when I was younger. But now, women with tattoos are fucking sexy. But I appreciate all women anyway. Like, if you could rock tattoos or not. Some girls get, like, dopey wopey ass, or mosey wosey ass tattoos. And they're, like, sorry as fuck. Like, any shit with, like, pitchforks or you got, like, a Halloween scheme. The chicks that are super into Halloween 24/7... Ooh, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like those chicks where it has to be Halloween every day. You got to do the monster mash. You have to fucking be on some, like, you know, I hope Michael doesn't come after me because, like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't get it. I love chicks with tattoos until you got, like, devil shit, like pentagrams. Then it's like, you know what I mean? Got to get away from you, bitch. Oh, and going back to, like, Kendrick Lamar, Andrew Schultz wants to smoke with Kendrick. He's talking about something where he's talking about he will snitch and sodomize. Yo, Andrew Schultz, you're a comedian, but this shit ain't funny at all. It was funny with your 5 fucking yes men around you. This shit was not funny. Kendrick gonna drop a whole diss album to Andrew Schultz. I hope he does. You know, and Kendrick didn't even call out Andrew Schultz, bro. He just said these comedians or whatever the fuck. Then this dickhead, like, that's where we are in life, where people are getting clout off of other men and talking about other men and talking about gay homo shit. Homo! You know, Kendrick, please, I'm petitioning. I'm going to get signatures. Flame this motherfucker up. Going back to respect and standing your ground, we need some of this shit right now, bro. And I'm all for the petty dishes against Andrew Schultz. Yes, he said some wild shit. He need to be checked. You know what I mean? Check him, porfa. Danny Trejo was on Bert Kreischer's podcast talking about Blood In and Blood Out. It's so crazy because I always thought that he was in a Southside prison when, because of American Me, they had to do it in a North Side prison with North Side prison inmates. They really did that with inmates. Crazy, bro. Shout out to Danny Trejo. My dad took a picture with him at a fucking Norms back in the day. Awesome, man. I love Danny Trejo. I couldn't believe that. I always thought at this point that they were all repping the South, but they're all from the North, which is crazy. Like, I don't know how they got, because they got permission to do that movie. You have to. When you talk about the mafia and the big homies, you don't just make a movie like that. Like, it got to go through certain checks and balances, and the big homies have to sign off. And the big homies greenlighted that shit, not in a bad way, in a good way, with the North Side. That's crazy. People don't even know how crazy that is. Shout out to Danny Trejo, out here bridging the gaps of the streets. You know what I mean? I'm on some real positive shit right now, and I love my life, bro. I think that's all I had to say. Oh, let's go real quick. Album review, Redman and Methodman's Blackout. I think it's an impressive experimental boom bap album. It bridges the dynamic styles of Red and Method Man. It seems as though both artists leave their traditional album sounds to offer a fresh new project together. Wish there were more features, but what we have is very good. It pays homage to the old while embracing the new changing times. We're talking about 2001. Shit was coming. We're coming out of the boom bap underground era. We're going into some new shit. It pays homage to the old while embracing the new. The interludes and skits complement the songs very greatly. I can't say there's a bad song, but there are some better than others. The only thing that's stopping the album from being an A is the lack of diversity between beats and features. Other than that, it's phenomenal. I give it a B+. My favorite songs are Blackout, Mikasa, Four Seasons, Where We At, Mad Crew, That's the Shit, and Fire in a Hole, just to name a few. It passes the bulletproof meter with ease. Message of the day. Love your life. Love what you do. Love those closest around you. It's easy to get caught up in negative bullshit and stray away from the positive. But at the end of the day, love you for you and live life to the fullest. And with that, this is the God's Hour.
Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil lay inside your box now while the angels fly over my headstone.